Hey guys, it's Peter from the Bellarine Salvos. Look, just a quick one to kick off the 2014 prayer newsletter. I really believe that this year is going to be a year of joy, and we're already getting a glimpse of what this year is going to bring. And I believe it's going to come out of people learning to listen to God, do what He says. That act of obedience is going to bring a lot of joy for people. So I really pray, and I ask you that you will pray for all the people in our community, that they will have an awareness of the Spirit of God like never before, and that they will respond in obedience to what God is telling them to do. We've seen glimpses of what God is already doing. And Summer Carnival kicked that off with some of our teenagers going and responding to the Spirit. So please pray for these young guys who are becoming corps cadets and soon to be soldiers, because God is prompting them to do that. And some of them responded that way at Summer Carnival. But we're not only seeing people step up in our local level, we're starting to see a movement around Victoria and even around the world where salvationists are actually starting to be called into this organic type of planting, that is the disciple-making planting. So we want to think of all those who are actually stepping out in faith this year, who are starting to disciple makers of the future. We just pray that God will continue to raise up a movement, because it's Him doing it. We're just responding to His call. So I just want to encourage you, as people who are supporting us in prayer, let's think of all the believers around the world who are actually starting to listen to God and do what He says. Imagine what this world would be like if every believer of Jesus, whether they attended a church or not at all, but everyone who listened to God actually did what He said. How amazing would that be? So I pray that you guys will keep supporting us in prayer throughout this year, because without that prayer, we've got nothing. And I seriously mean that. Di and I seriously mean that. Without your prayer support, we have nothing, because it is God that's driving this mission. It's God that halts this mission. It's God that says, hang on, you need to go this way now, not this way. And we go, okay, all right, we follow. And as we follow, something blossoms. There's new life. And we just are enjoying this journey so much, as if you can't tell. But we're absolutely having a ball. And we're actually enjoying the fact that we're able to start to support others now who are going on this organic journey. And we pray that you will pray for these guys. And we pray that this year will be a year of joy for them, as they start to see people raised up in their part of the world in the harvest. So every day at 10:02, set your phone alarm and ask God to raise up workers from the harvest. That is, to take people from darkness into light, to thrust them into the mission field of knowing Jesus and making Him known. Now, that's not a religious thing. It's more a relational life change, I guess is the best way to put it. People in our community that are coming to faith aren't seeing it as some religious conversion. They're seeing it as it's changing their life. And the language we use within our own community is not really religious. It's talking about, do you want to be well? Do you want to have life in its fullness? Just as Jesus talked, like take up your mat, walk, like go. And it's actually coming alongside people and seeing that happen. And we pray that that will keep on happening, and that others will partner with us. Others out of the harvest. We're really wanting people from the harvest. People who don't know Jesus. People who are not connected with church. People who have had the worst backgrounds growing up. These are the people we want. If you want to help us in our mission, then come and help us. But listen to God and do what He says. We're also wanting to this year start up a training facility here at the ranch to try and encourage more people to step out in obedience and to listen to God and do what He says, so they too can be used to be disciple makers. So thank you for all your support. Sorry for my rant, but for this first prayer newsletter, I've been trying to write it for like a couple of weeks now, and I've just not been able to focus to sit down and write it. And I think there's probably a spiritual reason for that. So I thought I'd use the gifts that I do have and put it on video instead of writing it. So there's just a few things, just praying for our people, that they will listen to God, do what He says, and already we're seeing that happen. But if you could pray that for all our people, the adherents, the junior soldiers, the family, the friends that we're connected with, that they will all get an extra strong sense of Jesus' presence through the active participants on the mission here on the Bellarine. God bless you all, and hopefully soon I'll be able to write a prayer newsletter. But we desperately need your support. Thank you.